After spending a night in Taishan City and having tried several local foods, we are heading even deeper into Guangdong to reach Amanda's village house, where we'll not only explore the village and its surrounding regions, but try some unique cuisines. After an hour's drive from Taishan towards the coastal city of Haiyan, we arrived at ShaBianCun, a small rural village where Amanda's dad grew up. The moment we stepped out of the taxi, we were welcomed into Amanda's village home and treated with an assortment of te, glutinous rice dumplings that are common across China. I've even had something similar on my travels to Malaysia, so it was a bit like a reunion with familiar flavors.
So we've got like 2 sweet kinds and then 1 savory kind. I tried this first. This was like a peanut. This one was really nice. This one, black one, is like, honestly, it just tastes like sugar, brown sugar maybe. And then this one is like savory. I think it's got like a little bit of mushroom, fish, or something inside. It's pretty good.
It's like the filling in a spring roll or something.
This one is really nice. Yeah, I like this one.
One of the neighbors invited us over to check out what would soon become part of our meal.
Nó suối thiêng đó cho cái mình lún qua. Khi lún can nó còn nó suối vậy qua. Có cái nằm rồi. Hồi đó.
This might shock or even surprise some of you, but yes, the neighbor raises her own turtles for food. I know in modern life, we're used to getting our meats and veggies neatly packaged from the supermarket, but out here in rural China, a lot of people still grow and raise their own food. The connection between the animal and your plate is a lot closer than we're used to in more developed areas.
You know, this is my first time out here in these rural areas. Every time we come to China, I always go to like the cities, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. I guess like in Hong Kong, we've been to a couple of rural places, right? But you get a lot of tourists that come and visit the area. This place is truly kind of out of the way. It's an hour south of Taishan City. I feel like unless you have connections to the village, you really wouldn't have a reason to come over here and visit. I feel like it's going to be kind of nice just to spend these 2 days here, especially before Amanda starts working in Hong Kong and, you know, gets really stressful. It seems like a very simple life out here. You know, a lot of people, they're raising their own turtles. Looks like they're growing. I think it's rice. Can't really tell. So both of Amanda's parents are from villages kind of like this.
So I guess my mom moved around a lot just based on where my grandpa was stationed, because he's a teacher, and so he got assigned to different schools, and so they just moved around quite a bit. But my mom's village, we went to go see a few years ago, and it's completely run down. There's no one there anymore. It's uninhabitable now. But I think then later on she went to Taishan, so the city of Taishan, and that's where she went to school for a lot of the years. I guess it's just, a little sad to see all these villages and these hometowns kind of get run down, and it's just hard to maintain once everyone kind of moves out and finds other opportunities.
These days, it's estimated that about 70 to 80% of people aged 16 to 35 have left the villages for the big cities. So it's not a huge surprise that those who remain are mostly from the older generations. This rural to urban migration is all about chasing better jobs, education, and healthcare, but it also leaves behind challenges like labor shortages and declining local economies in places like this. As we walk through the village, we pass by 2 schools, one that Amanda's grandpa even donated to, but sadly both are now abandoned.
Oh, there's cows! Why are there cows there?
I hear a swarm of bees somewhere around this school, so I'm a little bit scared to go in and check it out, but we'll take a quick look at the inside just to see. Looks like they do have a few old things in here, maybe like old tables, cabinets. So we're staying in this area for 2 days. We're currently in the downtown area of Haiyan or Haiyan, which is like the central city for all of these villages that are in the surrounding areas. We're about to go to a seafood restaurant for dinner that I guess her dad is treating all of his elementary school classmates to dinner. It seems like a lot of them have like moved out to different areas. It sounds like one of them was in Canada or something, and they've come back here for this reunion this year. While we're waiting for everybody to arrive for dinner, we're kind of just wandering around Haiyan a little bit. It's kind of like late, I guess, or all the businesses are closed. It's kind of a very quiet town still.
Being so close to the coast, ShaBianCun and nearby Haiyan are all about seafood. Our dinner was packed with an incredible spread of fresh, unique, and seriously delicious dishes. It was truly a local experience with real authentic flavors straight from the sea. While I quite enjoyed everything I ate during our first day in the village, I was honestly a bit unprepared for what came next. Those long, stringy white things you see in the soup? Yeah, those are worms. More specifically, they are called peanut worms and are a type of marine worm that are found along the coast of China, especially in the southern coastal regions. While they may not be well known in Western cuisine, peanut worms are considered a delicacy in some parts of China and are highly regarded for their unique texture and nutritious benefits. The worms have a chewy, slightly rubbery texture. Harvesting worms is a traditional practice in coastal communities, where fishermen often collect them from shallow seabeds or mudflats. In Chinese coastal villages, peanut worms have been part of local diets for centuries.
It's actually quite sweet.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're good, huh?
Tastes good.
Yeah.
Seafood. We eat a lot of seafood. So
They have a slight briny taste, like
tastes good.
a bit oceany, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad actually.
These worms are particularly popular in seafood-rich regions and are sometimes included in celebratory meals or local festivals. While I certainly won't be going out of my way to search for worm soup on any subsequent trips to China, I didn't find them bad at all, and the overall flavor of the soup was quite pleasant. Remember the turtles from earlier? The neighbor also brought us out bowls of our own homemade turtle soup, which had a rich, herbal, and almost beefy taste to it. Honestly, I think I preferred the turtle soup over the worm soup.
I have no idea what this city we've just driven to is called, but it's just along the coast and we're up here like next to a temple basically. China is such a big country. As I kind of walk around the grounds, I'm hearing all different types of dialects, not just like Toisanwa, but things that I like don't even recognize. I guess this is a little more of a touristy destination where you get a lot of different people from different regions. I think even locally in Guangdong province, there's so many different dialects of Cantonese, sub-dialects that are spoken here. So it's pretty interesting. We're headed down into that town down below now. Maybe we'll get some lunch. I'm getting pretty hungry. This place is called Zhenjuwan. It's like a coastal camping area actually. They have a lot of like barbecue pits. They even have these camping spots that you can rent. With all the pine trees behind, it kind of feels like you're in a mountainous area, even though over here we're just right next to the beach.
I did. It looks fresh.
And I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a super nice beach, super clean. Sand is super soft. I don't think we're staying because I think they already went back to the car. Or maybe they just went to get food. So a little bit further down the coast, we've arrived at a village called Dai O Yuchun. Same name as the one in Hong Kong, I think. Hong Kong also has a Dai O. I was telling Amanda earlier, I'm pretty happy that we made the trip out here because I feel like without her dad being here back in his village, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to come out here. We wouldn't have honestly even known about these places over here.
This place we've come to is called Dongping Da'ao Fishing Village. It's situated on the southern coast of Taishan, near the South China Sea in the Dongping area. This coastal location provides the village with an abundance of fresh seafood, making fishing the primary livelihood for many locals. The village is renowned for its long-standing fishing traditions. Fishing methods passed down through generations are still practiced, and you can see traditional wooden fishing boats and nets along the harbor. While the village has retained much of its traditional way of life, it has also become a tourist attraction due to its scenic beauty, quaint charm, and authentic rural atmosphere. Visitors are drawn to the peaceful environment where they can experience village life, enjoy the coastal scenery, and indulge in fresh seafood.
They have so many different types of dried seafood for sale. Usually in these fishing villages, you'll see like a lot of those nets or tables that they lay out, and they put their seafood or their fish on top of it for it to dry. So we've made our way back to Amanda's village now. Just checking out one more beach. Very quiet, very few people. And there's a lady out in the water right now that is collecting some oysters. The oyster scent is so strong here. It smells like, oh, it's really fishy. Don't really like the smell. You can see there are thousands of oyster shells from harvests that they've done. Looks like we have a small coasteering trip. Careful. Be careful. Just keep walking. Being out here and feeling how simple life can be, I think it really makes me wonder like why we complicate ourselves with so much stress. I get that to kind of survive in the modern world we need money, right? And to make money that involves hard work. I'm not saying that life is easy here, like the people here certainly work hard, but I feel like it's a different type of stress. All of these out here are oyster farms. So they took us to get some lang cha, which is like cooling tea. This is like warm, right? So it's a little different than what you'd think of cooling tea. And it's also apparently extremely bitter, so Amanda and I are going to attempt to drink this. I know you buy some lang chas, they've got like sugar in them and they taste really nice. This is the sugar-free, very medicinal version.
So one bottle, but we're gonna share it, so we each drink half of this. And the people were very nice and they gave us some of this like preserved orange peels that is supposed to help with the bitterness. Our uncle was saying that we should just like treat it as medicine and just drink it in like one gulp. Oh. Okay, maybe I will have one of these now.
Kind of like coffee almost, actually. Like the same type of bitterness.
Really?
If you drink black coffee, very similar to this. It is a little bit more bitter and it has a little bit more of a very like herbal taste. So you don't get the coffeeness, but yeah, it's not bad, actually.
To wrap up this video, I decided to take a nighttime stroll through Haiyan, where I came across some of my favorite stinky tofu.
Alright, I have less than a minute left on my recording here, so it might cut out on me. But I just ordered stinky tofu. Let's see, I haven't had stinky tofu for quite a while. Oh. Really nice. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, 谢谢啊。非常好吃。